Hello, Scruffles. Do you know what day it is?
Yeah, it's a new year.
Oh, it is. I thought it was Helloween. Hello, my best known friends and ladies. Mark the Punk Gamer, a.k.a. Mark a Punk, with a brand new ranking. Finally, I can get this one out. I'm excited to do this one because, spoilers, I fucking love this band. So the band is called Helloween. Not Halloween, Helloween. Just get that correct. Yes, I fucking love this band. They're the best epic metal band I have ever heard in my life. Like, seriously. So, that's why I got this gimmick. So, there you go. So, holy crap, this took me a while to get through this one. So, there's a total of 15 albums. So, a hell of a lot to go through. So, I'm excited to kick things off. So, since I got the hood and shit. No, this is not rap music. Anyway, I'm going to start with number 15, which I think is the worst one. For number 15, I will pick the Chameleon album. So, they were trying to be inspired by Pink Floyd in some other ways. They're trying to be, and it does not work with this band whatsoever. So, Helloween Chameleon, this is my most hated one in the 90s. So, I have nothing to talk about for this one, so it's a boring piece of shit. And it lacks epicness in this one. So, my best sound ears are itching. Anyway, for number 15, I would put Helloween Chameleon at that spot. My least listened to. But my second least one, I think, is for number 14, I'm going to pick Pink Bubbles Go Ape. So, this is another underrated hidden gem of this one. Now, this one is really inspired by Pink Floyd because of the album art cover on its own. If you get what I'm saying, so. It's a little bit better than Chameleon in my opinion, but it's still horrible. This is when the band starts going slowly declining in their band. So, there's only a couple of songs I do like is Kids of the Century and Number 1. So those are the only songs I like from this underrated hidden gem, but I just need something to laugh at the cover for, so it's one of those strangest and weirdest covers and any of the album covers I've seen. So, it's still the worst album. I only like a couple of tracks from it, but ugh. So, my second least favorite is definitely number 14, Pink Bubbles Go Ape. Okay. Alright, number 13. What I'm going to place for number 13, it's a little bit better than the last one. So, the one I'm going to be picking is My God-Given Right. This is their latest one they have in their discography. This is an okay album to me. It's not that as epic as the last two. But it's still average and piss poor in my opinion. So, come on guys, I love you now. Anyway, yeah, this might be an average underrated album to me. But the songs I do like is Battles 1, Stay Crazy, Lost in America, and lastly, Creatures in Heaven. Those are the only 4 songs I like from my God-Given Right album. So, sadly, their latest album. I hope they come up with something better in the coming future, but I didn't see anything new about them. Maybe they're doing live tours or something instead of making a new album. So, yeah, number 13, I will have to give it to my God-Given Right. So, there you go. Okay, number 12. I think it's a little bit better. So, what I'm going to put for number 12 is Straight Out of Hell. I don't like this one, but it's at least a little bit better. I don't like it when this band goes happy on this one. They're happy-go-lucky with this one. Not one of my favorites at all, in my opinion. This is when the band starts to be happy type music. Ugh, I don't like it. But I do like a few songs from it. The songs I like is Na Bate, Live Now, Burning Sun, Wanna Be God, dedicated to Freddie Mercury from Queen. I do like that song. And lastly, Straight Out of Hell. So those are the only songs I like from it, but other than that, it's way too happy-go-lucky for this one. So, cool album art cover, I guess. So, this is not one of my favorites at all. So, I will give for number 12, Straight Out of Hell. More like Straight Out of Happy Hell. So, let's move on to number 11. Okay, number 11. Might shock some people. For this one, I will put for number 11 is Gambling with the Devil. So, a little bit better. There is some epicness in some songs in this album. So, pretty cool in my opinion. So, there are some interesting things here and there that are good, but other than that, it's just average and poor in this one. But the songs I do like is Kill It, As Long As I Fall, Paint a New World is cool, Final Fortune is my favorite, IME is pretty good, Dreambound's good, and lastly, Heaven Tells No Lies. So, those are a few songs I do like from this. So I did quite get enjoyment out of this one, but I think it's pretty average in my opinion. But there is some epicness here and there in this one. So for number 11, I will put Gambling with the Devil. So there you go. Okay, number 10. This might be an interesting pick for you guys. So, from me, anyway. Number 10, I will pick Keeper of the Seven Keys, The Legacy. Now, this album art cover looks sick. It looks awesome. But this is another average one in my opinion. It's not as good as the other ones past then, but it's pretty average. But it's good, but average in this one. But I do like a few songs from this one. But the songs I do like is The King for 1,000 Years is a long-ass song, which I quite enjoyed. Pleasure Drone is pretty cool. Silent Rain. Occasion Avenue is pretty good. With the radio frequency at the beginning of that song. I thought it was off-putting at one time, but it got better later on. So, Like the Universe featuring Candace Knight is pretty cool in my opinion. I do enjoy that one. And The Shade and the Shadow is pretty cool. And My Life One More Day. So, it's pretty cool, but on the downside, it's pretty average for this one. So, I still got enjoyment out of this one too. So, number 10, I will put Keeper of Seven Keys, The Legacy, at that spot. That's where it's going to sit for me, so sue me. Number 9. This beats it a little bit better than this one. So the one I'm picking for number 9 is Seven Sinners. This one is pretty interesting in my opinion. Might be underrated or hidden gem or average, one of those type of levels. This one I did get quite enjoyment out of this one. The album art looks sick. It looks like a ninja star. All the different knives surrounding it. It looks like a freaking shuriken. I thought it was pretty cool. But other than that, here's a few songs I do like from this album. Are You Metal's cool. Who is Mr. Madman's cool. World of Fantasy's cool. Long Live the King. You Stupid Mankind's cool. If a Mountain Could Talk. I thought it would be a hilarious song, but it's pretty good though. My Sacrifice. Not Yet Today, and lastly, Far in the Future. So, pretty awesome album, but a tad bit average. But it's still not one of my favorites, but you made it a tad bit higher in my list. But because the album art cover alone is pretty cool. So, what I put for number 9 is 7 Sinners. So there you go. Okay, number 8. This one is pretty badass. It came all the way to the middle, in my opinion, than 7 Sinners. The one I'm talking about for number 8 is Rabbit Don't Come Easy. So, pretty way more better. They had the epicness down in some of the songs in this one, in my opinion. Pretty cool. There's a lot more songs I do like from this one. The songs I'm going to count out are Just a Little Sign is cool, Open Your Life, The Tune, Liar's a cool one, Sun for the World, Don't Stop Being Crazy, Do You Feel Good, Hell Was Made in Heaven, Listen to the Flies, and lastly, Nothing to Say. Are cool songs from this album, so pretty cool. This is like the modern era of Helloween. It's pretty cool in my opinion. Pretty epic in my opinion, but still not one of my favorites. But it's pretty cool in my opinion. I still get some enjoyment out of this one. So number 8 is Rabbit Don't Come Easy. Let's see what the next one is. Where is it? Oh, I had it. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Okay, number 7. This is going to be better. The one I'm going to be actually picking is Master of the Rings. This one's cool, in my opinion. So, Master of Rings. They do have a little bit of epicness in this classic one right here. So, maybe it's from the late 80s one. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I haven't studied much, but I get confused of some things, but who cares? But Master of Rings, pretty cool in my opinion. It's a classic, so some say it's underrated hidden gem. Some people say it's average. Some people say it's pretty good. For me, in the middle, I think it's pretty average, but it's way up there. I still get enjoyment out of Master of Rings, but the songs I do like is Soul Survivor's cool, Where the Rain Grows, Perfect Gentleman's cool, The Game Is On, Secret Alibi, In the Middle of a Heartbeat is pretty damn cool in my opinion. And lastly, Still We Go. So, I get a hell of a lot of enjoyment out of this one. You know what? This one I enjoyed more than the last one. So, pretty awesome. But it's a tad bit average. But still not one of my favorites, but you made it to my top. So, what I put for number 7 is Master of the Rings. Number 6? It's getting close to the high tops and which ones they are. So, what I'm going to put for number 6 here, I think is pretty damn cool for this one. The one I'm going to pick for number 6 is The Dark Ride. Holy shit, I like this one. I like the dark, grim tone in this album. I think this is their very first modern type Helloween album. So, this is when the band starts going in a different direction of the grim territory of epic music, in my opinion. I think it's pretty damn cool. So, the songs I do like from The Dark Ride is Beyond the Portal. It's a pretty cool intro to start off with. Mr. Torture's cool. All Over the Nations. Escalation 666 is cool. If I Could Fly is cool. Salvation. The Departed, Sun is Going Down. Cool song. We Damn the Night is awesome. Immortal's awesome. And lastly, The Dark Ride. So, I fell in love with this one because it's on the darker side of the grim type music, which I do like from this album. Pretty cool album cover too, in my opinion. So for number 6, I will pick The Dark Ride. Alright, we're getting to the top 5 territory since the 10 of them are out of the way. So, prepare to be surprised what my top 5 are. So, excuse me. So, what I'm going to put for number 5, this might be bashing on me for my own opinion, but for number 5, I'm going to put their original debut. Is called Walls of Jericho. This is their very first 1985 debut classic of this album, so it's still pretty cool. It still holds up. At the same time, not really, but this album is still a goddamn classic debut of them. It's still pretty cool. It has some history behind it where they started their own epic music in this one. It's pretty cool in that aspect. So the songs I do like from their debut Walls of Jericho is Walls of Jericho intro is pretty cool. Ride the Sky is cool. Guardians, Phantoms of Death. Gorga is pretty cool. Heavy Metal is the Law's awesome. And lastly, How Many Tears. Pretty damn cool in my opinion. But there's a lot of positive things about their very first debut. It's cool. It's back in 95 when they first introduced this band, which is a cool thing. And there's some cool history behind it too. So, with their original lead singer they had in this band. So, for number 5 for me, yeah, it's their original debut of Walls of Jericho. So, there you go. Oh. No. Where is it? But, number 4. But, okay, hold on. For all 4 of these, I really love all the fucking tracks in this one. For 4 and out, I really enjoyed all of them. So, here we go. What I'm going to put for number 4, this might excite you guys or not. But what I'm going to put for number 4 is actually The Time of Oath. So, there you go. I fucking love this album. I think it's awesome. I think it's the first 90s one, in my opinion. It's a little bit better than the last albums. So, Time of Oath is fucking awesome. So, I do enjoy the album art cover. The one I'm acting right now. But anyway, I love all the songs in this one, so be prepared. We Burn's cool, Steel Tormentor, Wake Up the Mountain, Power, Forever and One, Neverland, Before the War, A Million to One, Anything My Mama Don't Like. It's a pretty catchy song. I do like that one. Kings Will Be Kings, cool. Mission to Motherland is awesome. If I Knew is cool. The Time of Oath. So I fucking love all the songs in this one. So I think it's the best album in my opinion. And is it my most listened to? Maybe, maybe not. So I love all the tracks in this one. And that's why you're sitting comfortably at number 4. Okay, number 3. So, top 3. So, oh my god, so this was really hard to pick which is my top 3. It's really difficult, guys, since I fucking love this band so much. So, what I'm gonna put for number 3, so it's gonna be Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2, which I do enjoyed. So, this is a really awesome. This came out a year later after Part 1, which I'll get into after this one. I fucking love that one too. But anyway, Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2 is awesome, in my opinion. So the songs I do like is Invitation, Eagle Fly Free, You Always Walk Alone, Rise and Fall. Dr. Steen is a pretty cool song. We Got the Right, March of Time, I Want Out is cool. Keeper of the Seven Keys is the last song. So there you go. Pretty fucking epic since the first part. So I'll put Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2 at number 3. Now, Alright, for number 2, it's definitely Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1, the original. I love Part 1 better than Part 2. So, pretty awesome. They have the epicness down on all the songs. It's a flawless album to me. That's why I'm going to put for number 2. It's very flawless. There's no hit and misses or anything. It's damn near perfect. So, the songs I do like is Initiation, I'm Alive, A Little Time, Twilight of the Gods, A Tale That Wasn't Right, Future World, and the song Helloween is so fucking good. So, I love that song Helloween. It's one of the best songs they have in Part 1, of course. Best song ever made from them. This is a 1986 classic? Yeah, 1986, or is it? Who knows? I fucking love that song. It has the best music video in my opinion, but cheesy. But I fucking love that song. And lastly, Follow the Sign. Awesome as hell album. It's a flawless album from them. It's a better improvement since their debut, in my opinion. So, for number 2, I'm definitely going to put Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1 at number 2. Alright. Where is that? Okay. Alright, hate to break it to you guys. What beats it for number 2 for me, and it's going to be my number 1 favorite album out of all of their discography. Prepare to be surprised which one's number 1. So, which one I like more than Keeper of Seven Keys Part 1 is Better Than Raw. I fucking love this one. So, this one came out in the late 90s, 1998. So, I fucking love this one more than Part 1. So, it has the epicness. I love the brutal riffs they have in their guitar in this one. I think it's freaking flawless. They go to the more heavier style of Helloween songs I do like. That's why I picked this one, because the album art looks sick. I fucking love this one. That's one of the reasons too. So I'll name all the songs, so prepare for a marathon. So this is an instrumental in the beginning. Deliberated, Limited, Preliminary, Prelude, and Z instrumental is pretty cool opening in my opinion. Push is awesome. Falling Higher. Hey Lord's cool, catchy as hell. Don't Spit on My Mind is cool. Revelation, Time, I Can. A Handful of Pain's cool. Levitate, Dominium, and lastly Midnight Sun. So I fell in love with this one more than the last one. So it beats it for number 2. So, I'm sorry guys, I fucking love this album because the album art, I love the brutal riffs and the heaviness of these songs more than the last one. I think it's a kick-ass Helloween album, in my opinion. So, sorry guys. So, Better Than Raw, you are my number 1 gold favorite in my top ranking. So, there you go. And I hope you Best Sound friends and ladies enjoyed my new ranking. So yeah, this took me a long time to get to it, so I finally got it done. Now I'll get through the other bands that my friend requested me to do in the future. So I don't know if I might do movie reviews in the future. I'll think about it. It'll take me a long time to edit and stuff. But who knows? Anyway. If you Best Sound friends and ladies enjoyed my new ranking and all that good stuff, subscribe to me if you haven't, click the bell to get notified of the next video, and comment like about this. And make sure you share this new ranking so I get more views and subscribers. And I will see you Best Sound friends and ladies on my next brand new ranking. See you later.